One thing I would say, first of all, when you talk about history, I mean, we'll match up our history group against any in the country.
Good.
Absolutely any in the country. But even more generally than that, you know, when I talk about opportunities, the biggest opportunity we have, quite frankly, are the folks, are the faculty and staff and the students, quite frankly, at Fisk. Because you can't find a more dedicated, a more committed group of persons. The students are sharp as tacks. They are focused on educating themselves well. They believe, quite frankly, in the legacy and the spirit of Fisk. They believe in intellectual development. They believe sufficiently in our faculty. And our faculty, again, are among the best in the country. No university is better than its faculty. And I am just so pleased, quite frankly, that we would stack up our faculty against anybody. And quite frankly, we have the stats to prove it. I mean, you start looking at research that we are able to perform. A small university like Fisk with 14 research faculty who do nothing but research. We get federal grants that about a third of our total budget. I mean, that's because our faculty are outstanding. So that's one of the biggest opportunities we have, quite frankly, is being able to capitalize on the quality of our faculty, staff, and students. That's a key opportunity for my way of thinking. The other, quite frankly, is this community. Because I don't know that we have connected with this community as well as we might. I know the immediate community perhaps appreciates us a bit more than the broader community. And I'm not sure it's not our fault. But the point is, whoever fault it is, the bottom line is, we need to make sure that we are connecting with this entire community and that we are being responsive to the needs of our immediate community and of the broader community, and we will be. There's no doubt about that in my mind. That's a great opportunity. One of the other opportunities I would just mention is, I know there's been a lot of concern and talk about the art sale and what happened. Well, I just want to make sure everybody understands that we did not sell the art. We sold an undivided 50% interest in that art. So Fisk still owns it to the tune of 50%. Moreover, we're going to be able to exhibit that art 2 years here, 2 years in Arkansas, back to us. Well, it's an opportunity though, because we have over 4,000 pieces of artwork. And while the artwork is over in Crystal Bridges, we're going to be able to display other artwork. And so it's going to be a boon, if you will, for this community to see some of the other great work.
And so you're laying the foundation, President Williams, for a greater Fisk and in anticipation of greater things to happen to the university and sort of turning around this whole financial thing and having the manpower and the resources, because I think the resources are there, not only for Fisk, but for all educational institutions that are demonstrating themselves. And I think the resources are there, and I think that you're approaching it from the way that you might be able to have your hand in some of the resources, and I think that that would be a great thing for Fisk University and you've got so many things that are working for you, like the Jubilee Singers. Make some statements. And when did you first, over the last minute and a half that we have here, when did you first hear about the Jubilee Singers?
Well, I've been hearing about the Jubilee Singers forever, but I got a chance to actually hear the Jubilee Singers when I arrived a little over 2.5 months ago now. And they are absolutely outstanding. And they are our staple, if you will. I mean, folks know them around the world, literally. And they always have a significant impact. And so we want to make sure we continue to take advantage of that opportunity for folks to experience Fisk through Jubilee and through the Jubilee Singers. And what I try to tell the folks here in the community is that every time the Jubilee Singers sing anywhere in this world, they're representing not only Fisk, but also Nashville and Tennessee.
They right?
Absolutely.
This is they really made what we might call the Music City. I think others are making claim for the Music City, but Fisk was out with the Jubilee Singers long before they were picking guitars and et cetera. Not to say that there's anything wrong with picking guitars, but Fisk was there in a long time, and I think that they were known, it was known as the Music City long before. As a matter of fact, I think the name was first applied
that's right.
to the Jubilee Singers rather than to any other entity.
No, that's right. Queen Victoria, when the Jubilee Singers were there many, many years ago, said, with such lovely voices, they have to be from the Music City in the USA.
And Dr. Williams, let me thank you for coming by and giving us that excellent information today. And we're sorry that we missed you the first time that we were supposed to see you, but you're well now. I can tell that you're well and you're ready to do the job. And I want you to understand that there are a large number of folks in and around this community and throughout this nation and throughout the world that are supporting you and Fisk University, because it still is the first historical black institution and it's still a great institution. Let me thank you, and let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you, and good morning.